In this video, I will explain search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is the process of optimizing your website so that it can rank higher in the organic search results without having to pay. So that means it brings traffic to your website. So the standard unpaid listings of the search engine result page is what we call organic search results. And major search engines including Google, Bing, and Yahoo. So how does search engine work? In other words, how does Google work? Because if you can make it work in Google, and that means it will rank high in the other search engines as well. Google is a relevancy search engine, so are many others. It places heavy emphasis on external citations. External citations are also called backlinks or inbound links. So it depends on these citations or links to determine whether a website is worth the significance. So ask the question, how many citations does this website get? And then what is the context of those citations? Is it a blog or is it a discussion forum? And the quality or authority of the citations, is it from a government or education site, or is it just an individual blog? So different quality authorization, different context has different weights adding to the link. And then there's social media trending and other news trendings aspects as well. This is when you look up for the keyword search engine optimization in Google a few years ago. So you can see that on the top and on the right hand side, those are the prime estate of a web search results. So it's filled with what we call SEM or search engine marketing. Those are paid contents. So in other words, the websites pay to show up in these locations when user type in a keyword like search engine optimization. And down here is the organic search results. So those websites did not pay Google to show in there. They rank high because they naturally have good content and they have lots of good quality external links. So we want to achieve this for our own websites as well. So what happens now if you look up for search engine optimization in Google, you're gonna still get ads, lots of ads on top. So those are SEM. And then a little bit on the right hand side, this may be ads, maybe affiliate marketing. If you click on one of the blogs or other things that people also search for, and Google may get some commissions for sending the traffic to those websites. In here, this is the organic search results. So the moz.com used to be SEO Moz. It's a website that provides lots of tools and knowledge about how to perform SEO. So it's a pretty authoritative website with good content and focus on search engine optimization. So it's not surprised that it ranks so high, rank as number 1 in the Google search results for this keyword. Speaking of keywords, it's very important for search engine optimization. Therefore, we need to perform keyword research. The keyword universe refers to every word that categorizes the content on your website. It is potential audience looking for, and it can bring awareness to your website. So we need to find those keywords. There are 2 kinds. First is the primary keywords. Those are broad keywords. They're shorter. They're main categories on your website, such as jazz music. And then we also need to look for our secondary keywords. Those are usually what we call long tail keywords. They are longer than the primary keywords. They're more specific. Even though they have smaller search volumes, they're also less competitive. So they're more direct to your specific niche. It may be cost effective. For example, contemporary vocal jazz is better than jazz as a primary keyword. So there are many tools to help you identify the head terms. That is also 10% of the key phrase that drives 90% of the traffic. Those are your target keywords. These tools include Google Ads Keyword Planner and a few others. Google Ads Keyword Planner is free for people as long as they have a Google account, and you can use it for research before you start paying for the specific ads. WordChecker.com lets you enter keyword for research, and it returns several things. Volume is the average number of searches on the keyword per month for the past 12 months. And competition is the organic competition on the keyword. And IAAT is keywords shows in title or text of backlink. So with all this information, you can figure out the most competitive and cost-effective keywords. So the SEO strategy in the old times used to be people use a lot of shortcuts to gain SEO traction, such as they can perform a technique called keyword stuffing, which means that they will put a lot of keywords all over their website. But today, those techniques no longer help with SEO. So there's also link spam or purchase links and using affiliate. Today, those tactics no longer help with SEO. In fact, if we are doing those black hat SEO nowadays, a search engine like Google will actually penalize the website for doing that. So how do we do SEO today? The strategy including multiple aspects. First is the content quality and diversity. So you have to use a lot of unique images and videos and provide great content that are useful for the users, so the users will be engaged and will come back and revisit. And next is the site accessibility. So that's regard to user experience and make your website responsive. That means that it will be mobile and tablet friendly. And on-page SEO, we will talk about in next slide. And then make semantic web. So your website URL need to be not only have meanings to both human and search engines. So the inbound marketing is the next strategy that's focused on link building and also as well as social sharing and social presence. We're going to talk about link building in the next couple slides. The on-page SEO has also changed a lot. Keyword stuffing doesn't work anymore. And so nowadays you need to include your target keywords in title tag and meta descriptions. Those are the ones that shows in the Google search results. So if you refer back to here, this is the title of the mouse page, and then this is the meta description from that page. So it's important to include those when you create your website. So you should also include your target keyword in the H1 tag, and you should also include in your H2 and H3 tags. There are also research showing that it's better to put in target keywords in your first and last 100 words of your page and use it for the alt text for your image. And of course, in the URL, you would like to use your target keyword as well and use hyphens to replace spaces. There's also research showing that using LSI keywords are useful. Those are the keywords related to your target keywords. So you can search your target keywords on a search engine like Google, and then at the end of the page, it will show you who searched that keyword has also searched some other keywords, and those can be your LSI keywords. So links are other websites linked to your website. They're called backlinks or inbound links. The more quality backlinks you can get from relevant pages, the higher you can rank in search engines like Google. So for example, discussion forums, anyone can post link in a comment area, so they're not as valuable as a blog article that talk about your website and provide a link in there. So how do you build more quality links? And you use outreach strategies. There are many strategies, but the foundation should be you should provide benefits to those other websites as well, so that they're willing to help you and it's worth for them to help you as well. So examples can be if they have some links to similar topics that your website is focused on, but it's broken. If you found a broken link, you can write to them and suggest to replace that link with your own website, where you find that you can provide better image or better content. And you can also ask to other websites to see if they let you guest post. So you benefit them with free content, and at the same time, you can provide your link. You can also write your own blog article and try to, teach people knowledge and skills and to attract traffic and conversion. So most important of all for the SEO is create great content and engage users, because without great content, doesn't matter how many links you build or how you design your webpage to have the ultimate on-page SEO, it doesn't seem to be valuable to users when users come to your website through a search engine like Google and they didn't find any value, and then they would just leave and go back to Google to search again, and Google will know that, and as a result rank your website lower. So you need to create great content, and research have shown that longer and more in-depth content is more likely to be shared by people. And also you can add a hook such as a case study or unique strategy and specific examples. Those are likely to be shared because they seems to be more valuable than those short, shallow kind of contents. You also want to engage users with immediate and actionable information up front and use simple and clean designs. So I conducted a research study, and it was published on the Journal of Computer Information Systems. I was trying to find out which SEO approach is more effective, link building or social sharing. So I have the hypothesis social sharing effects more quickly than the link building. However, link building effects will last longer, and link building is more effective than social sharing overall, and they both can be effective SEO strategies. In order to find out the answer, I created an experiment with 3 travel websites with similar content, design, and on-page SEO. So what I find out is that traffic increased 133% for exactly 1 year for the link building website. And the second runner-up is the social sharing website. And the last one is the control group, which is the website I didn't do any link building or social sharing, just let it naturally grow. So the link building side and the social sharing side, I spent the same amount of money and I perform a series of tests to prove their SEO. So as the result, the website traffic, the social sharing website has a spike in here because one of the articles written and shared on the social media got viral, and versus the link building site gradually increased site traffic over time. I also use SEO Moz, the tool called OSE Domain Authority. This shows how authoritative the domain has become. So of course, the higher the better. Link building website again has increased the domain authority over time more than the other two, and social sharing still performed better than the website didn't do anything. And this is the keyword and search rankings. Of course, the lower the better. That means like your rank higher, right? Number 1 will be the highest. So you can see that multiple pages of the link building website has become higher, and also the social sharing websites as well. And then the ad revenue shows that actually 18 months link building generated 50% of overall ad revenue, and the social sharing generate 37%, and the last one, the control one, only generate 13%. So with the same amount of cost and implement during the same period of time, it shows that link building generate higher traffic, domain authority, and search result ranking increase. And such increase happened gradually and steadily. The social sharing also increased their traffic and ranking, but it goes quickly as it arrives, and overall not as well as the link building website. So this shows that link building is a more effective long-term SEO strategy than social sharing. So both SEO techniques needs quality content. That's what people say, content is king.